Hey, this is Coach Green, your basketball scoring coach. In this video, we're going to break down Luka Doncic's precision passing and court vision and how it can help you elevate your game. Let's tap in. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is how Luka uses his eyes to hold defenders and make precise passes. So let's begin with this first clip. So we see he draw two, right? So he has two on him right now. But I want you to pay close attention to how he uses his eyes to hold off his defender. So now his eyes are looking here, right? So this guy right here is who he's trying to draw to come over and help on this roll, right? This is the tag guy. Now he wants to pass the ball here, but he's gonna use his eyes to hold him. So let's watch it. Bang. So if we go back, you see how this defender commits himself to the roll guy. And by doing that, Luka pinpoint pass to the corner guy. So when we look at this, right, we gotta say to ourselves, okay, how can I, especially if you're coming off a ball screen, but like in this clip right here, this is just an open court, right? So how can you use your eyes effectively? See, right now, he's looking at this guy right here, but he wants to get the ball here, but he has to hold him, right? This is no different than when you watching football and you got a quarterback that's dropping back and he has to hold the safety. Well, he's gonna move the safety, right, with his eyes. It's the same thing as a ball handler. So he's gonna use his eyes to hold him, right? So he's looking here, but the ball's gonna go there. Bang, on point. Now watch it full speed. Let's bring it back. Let's watch it full speed, coming down, bang. This guy gotta make a decision. Does he keep going, protect the basket, or he's gonna be more concerned about the trail guy? So he stays put because he's indecisive, right? Defender's indecisive. He doesn't know what he wants to do, and he gets caught in between. Easy bucket. So here we're coming off another ball screen. The big is going to stay, so he has the big on him. Now we got the guy rolling to the rim, and then we got the corner guy, right? Now this guy right here, this defender has to make a decision. And this is the power of using your eyes. When you use your eyes, right, it looks as though he's going to throw the ball to the corner, right? So this defender is caught in between. Do I stay in the corner with my man, or do I stay with the roll? So he's indecisive. Bang, Luka hits the big, easy money. Okay, now in this clip, coming off another ball screen. Okay, now the big is gonna be in the drop. He has his initial defender on his backside, so he's not worrying about him. Now who he's gonna be focused on is this guy right here. So how does he get this guy to come over? Well, his teammate right here is a lob threat. So this guy knows that. So he's caught in between. Boom, the shot goes up. He stays in the paint, and bang, he's gonna make that pinpoint pass to the corner, and then that's how you get the wide open three. So again, using your eyes is so effective, right? But you gotta also have a good feel of where people are on the court, right? Your teammates. So again, right here, he's in a one-on-one situation. This big right here gotta make a decision, right? So does he stay put on the big? Because everybody's in the paint so far, right? You got four guys in the paint, and he's trying to throw it to him or throw it to this corner guy. But he's going to use his eyes to manipulate this defender. Holding, that's all you need. You don't need a lot of time. You just need a split second to get the ball to where you need it, right? So he's coming down, ISO, spin, holds him, boom, look at his eyes are here, and then bang, hits this guy right here in the corner. So when we go back and you watch these clips here, the main thing I want you to pay attention to is be subtle with your eyes. Don't be predictable. A lot of players, they put their eyes to where they're throwing the ball, and that's where they get a lot of turnovers. You want to make sure you use your eyes to hold defenders and then make the pass where you want to make the pass without being predictable. Now let's focus more on when you draw two. What do you do? When you draw two, you got to get off of it. And what I like about Luka, he doesn't mind getting off of it. Yeah, I know he may shoot a lot, but he still finds ways to get his teammates involved. right? So like right now, he's drawn 2. He got a wide open guy, right? He's not going to force this issue. A lot of players will force this, right? But he's going to make the simple read, and then that's why his teammate gets a wide open shot. So the question you got to ask yourself, are you willing to get off the ball when you draw 2? That's the name of the game. Draw 2, right? And once you draw 2, like right here, bang, he draws the help, right? They don't want him to get to the paint. And this guy right here, which is the big, typically doesn't shoot 3. So it makes sense to put your foot in the paint and force this guy to shoot it. Now it comes down to, will Luka make the right read? And he makes the right read. But again, a lot of players will look at this teammate right here and say, man, you typically don't shoot 3s. I'm not giving the ball to you. But Luka's going to make the right read. Why? Because we're playing chess. We're not playing checkers. I always say that. Like, you got to understand time and score, the flow of the game. If you want defenders to stay put instead of always rotating and helping, you got to be willing to get off the ball when you draw 2. So same thing here, especially in the ball screen, the pick and roll, you got to get off of it, right? To soften up the defense, you got to get off of it. Especially if you do it early, get off of it early, and late in the game, defenders got to make a decision, right? Now, 9 out of 10, the coach is going to be like, look, if we rewind this back, they're going to be like, look, man, we can't just keep giving up dunks, right? So now he's going to tell this guy to start to come over, right? Now, at this point, now we got the pass to the corner. Or, let's rewind it back a little bit more. Now he may tell this big to get in the drop to avoid the roll getting alive, right? So now if that starts to happen, you see how things start to open up when you start making the simple reads, coming off a ball screen, right? Get the 2 on you. Hey man, just make the right read, right? Keep it simple, because coaches want guards who can draw 2 and also be willing to get off of it, because it makes the game easier for everybody else. So when you go back and watch this video, pay attention to how he's drawing 2, right? He's going to get the 2 on him, and now he got guys that are going to be open. He just got to make the right pass to the right person. And it may not always be you that get the assist. You may get the hockey assist. Pass it to one, and then that person may give it one more pass to an open and a better shot. Now let's talk more about feel, right? How do you develop feel of the game? Like, the thing I like about Luka is that, man, he has a great feel of the game. Like, he knows where his guys are on the court. He knows, and when you know, the game is easy, right? So as we rewind this clip, he knows he's in the corner, right? And when you know your game and you know how teams going to play against you, you're going to make the simple thing, you're going to make the simple reads, because you have a feel of where your teammates are on the court. Now, this pass right here, yeah, this is a tough pass, but he makes it because he's comfortable with making these high risk, high reward passes, right? But you only could do that when you put yourself in these situations more often, so you can learn from your success and your failures. So now in this clip, he got an ISO, boom, he drives, again, draws the 2, who are the open guys. This one right here on the wing is open. He has a great feel of the game. Bang, bullet, pinpoint pass, easy money, right? Everybody knows Luka for scoring the ball, right? 30, 40 points. But what they forget about Luka makes pinpoint passes. He knows where his guys are. Right now, you would say, okay, shoot this, Luka. Well, nah, we got a 7-footer, 7'5" wingspan in front of us. Luka, throw the lob, can't do it. Got a guy right here helping, ready to contest the lob. This is the guy we got to get the ball to. But this comes down to feel. When you have great feel, right? Let's rewind this back. When you have great feel, you know where the ball needs to be, right? You're never in a situation where you don't have it out. When you have a great feel for the game, you're never in a situation where you do not have it out. A lot of players get to the paint like this and they don't have great feel, and they typically get caught for a travel or they make a bad pass. So now it's coming down to, how do I develop this part of my game? How How do I develop a feel for the game? Well, you got to play a lot more 5-on-5, where it's not always being managed by referees and coaches. Go play, pick up basketball, put yourself in these situations, right? And practice on making these type of reads. Sometimes, you know, you go play 5-on-5. It's not all about you scoring or you shooting a three. Work on getting your teammates involved and making these high risk, high reward passes. So in this next part, I want to talk about Luka's ability to pass with one hand and pass off the dribble. A lot of guards need to master this part of their game, right? Being able to make a pass off the dribble, on point, on time, on target. So he's coming off this ball screen, boom, draws two. But again, like I said before, he has a great feel of where his guys are on the court, right? This takes no time. He comes off, bang. He reads this guy right here. He's relaxed, hands down. He's not in an athletic stance. He throws a bullet one-hand pass to the corner guy. Easy money. This time here in this clip, he's coming off a ball screen, going to draw two, but he's going to turn the corner, right? But watch how he picks the ball up. Bang, one-hand pass, on time, on target, right? So how do I develop this part of my game? Well, this is what I would do if I was you. I would find a wall and I would just work on combination dribbles and just work on throwing that ball off the wall with one hand, right hand, left hand, right? And then the next layer to that is that I would get at least two people, right, to come and get shots up with me, right? And I would just work on off the dribble moves, touching the paint, get to the elbow, and I work on my strong hand, off hand, one hand passes coming off the bounce. That's how you enhance your one hand passing. And this is where you get better. If you don't practice this, right? This is obvious. Luka practices this a lot. If you don't put yourself in these situations, you cannot enhance this part of your game. Now, in this last part of this video, I want to talk about making pinpoint lob passes, right? Luka has a great feel when it comes to making these lob passes. So he's coming off this ball screen, draws two. Man, look how far away he is. But this ball is going to be on time, on target. Bang, right over this 7-foot big, 7'5" wingspan, right on point, right? You heard me talk about his feel of the game, right? He knows where his guys are. We're in transition right now. You got a big that's chasing his teammate down. Look how early he makes this pass, right? But this ball is going to be right on point. And so much so, all the player has to do is just jump, catch it, and put it in the basket. That's how easy he makes the game for his teammates, right? You want guys to feel good when they playing with you, right? Because they know that you're going to make the right pass. 9 out of 10, you're going to make the right pass, and it's going to be on time. When you're a great passer, right, defenders got to make a decision, right? Defenders got to make a decision. And when you're surrounded with players that can shoot, it makes the game much harder for a defender. But you have to be willing to make the pass. So right now, he has two on him. The big stays. You got the tag guy. Guy got to make a decision. Do I roll? Do I come over here, help on the roll? Or I stay put in the corner with the shooter? This pass got to be on point, and it has to be on time. Let's go back and watch it again. Coming off the ball screen, freeze it. You got two on him. Now he got to make a decision. His eyes are going to hold this guy right here. Got to use your eyes. Talked about that before. And you got to know when to let go of the pass. So let's go back, watch these clips, continue to find ways to improve your passing, whether it's the feel of the game, whether it's the one-hand pass, whether it's drawing two. You got to put yourself in these situations to enhance your passing, especially as a lead guard or any guard that's using the ball screen. You got to enhance this part of your game. And when you do that, you're going to have teammates that will enjoy playing with you. And when you have that, the game is easy. I'm Coach Green, your basketball scoring coach. Thank you again for tapping into this video. Click that like button, click that subscribe button, comment below. Let me know what you think about this video.